We'll get ready for a Monday night sports algorithm recap. We're going to start with football. Then after football, we're going to talk about NBA, it's professional basketball. Then we're going to talk about college basketball. Then we're going to finish off with NHL right here. But let's start off with football. We'll do this as quickly and as concisely as possible. So we predicted that the Patriots would beat the Bills as an underdog. They were an underdog, plus 130 line. We thought they'd win 24-18. It was a lower scoring game. Cut those numbers in half. Probably if we change the magnifier actually down to about 3. Let's see what it does. See if we get this thing exactly right. 13-10. Wow. Maybe a little bit more. Almost. I want to get it there. All the magnifier does is change kind of the number of scoring drives that happened in the game and change the relationship, and bam, there it is. At a magnifier of 3.25, the algorithm predicted this game exactly. Way to go, algorithm. Underdog wins. I mean, it completes a fantastic week. The Sunday and Monday alone, because I'll leave the Thursday game off because of the Alvin Kamara not being known whether or not he was playing issue in the Saints game on Thursday. But just these games, I mean, look at this 11-2. I mean, I'm waiting to hear if there are any stories about anybody who had a fantastic week. I'd like to hear it because this is a very, very beautiful board for week 13. Definitely the best week it's had the entire season. So let's go to basketball. Like I said, I would look at this pretty good day of 6-4 here of winners. Not bad. The losers were at the bottom, which means really low margin games where the other team's winning. Some injuries here too that kind of predicted that the other team could win. Charlotte did cover the spread. I said them in the video. But they didn't win the game. Now, if we want to look at this as not as win-loss, but did our point projections cover the spread? What we can do is we can filter this for greater than spread cover plus, which is right here, is greater than 0. And you'll see we actually went 8-2 on the spread with our point projections. That is fantastic. That shows you the advantages of being able to look at this thing in different views. So, I mean, in order, actually, we can sort this descending by spread cover to see if it looks better than this. This looks pretty good already by percent margin. But let's do it by spread cover number and see it actually looks a little worse in order, believe it or not. So it's better to leave it in the original margin order. How about that? So pretty interesting stuff there. That's very, very promising stuff from the NBA algorithm. So that's pretty cool. Then we have college basketball right here. And it was a short day today. And I said in the video I did from Joyful Journey Hot Springs in Colorado, which was very relaxing, by the way. I said that San Jose go with this. Now, look what's interesting about this. And when you dig deeper into this game, you see some stuff that's intriguing. So I added this strength of schedule stuff over here. And when there's a big red number in this differential here, that means that San Jose has played teams that are a lot worse than what Pepperdine has played. And so it distorts San Jose's stats. Plus, San Jose was injured at 86%, another reason not to take them. So, of course, when it comes out of my mouth, it loses, and that's probably why, because that kind of stuff is what I find. But, I mean, short day, tough to tell anything from a short day like this. Home teams, 5-4, away teams, I mean, nothing. There's really nothing here to talk about. All right, so I'm sure there'll be more games tomorrow on a Tuesday. Now, let's finish off with hockey. So hockey had a pretty good day today. The number one pick of the day, Dallas, did win and pour it on late and win 4-1, which is, right. These ranges are fantastic. It's like this raw range and then a power range of like how high they might go. It's amazing. Like Colorado, we thought they'd get at least 5 and maybe 8. They got 7. It's just fascinating. I like what that's doing. I think it's helpful. So that's a win there. Washington wins in overtime. They don't get between these two numbers, so Anaheim clearly held them to less goals than we thought. Ottawa, the algorithm had Ottawa as an underdog here, and they win this game by holding New Jersey to fewer goals, which didn't make sense with Anton Forsberg, but somehow the streakiness here pushed this game over the top for Ottawa, and it's amazing the algorithm did that. That's awesome. I took them in one of my picks today. Arizona and Dallas, number one pick of the day. Dallas eventually wins this game in the third period. LA is losing this game late against Vancouver, and Pittsburgh is crushing Seattle. So these are somehow a win for Vancouver when somehow, once again, how did this happen? How did this happen? Well, they're actually a raw better power percentage than LA. That's why. Interesting. So even though projected score doesn't agree, the margin and the adjusted power raw did. So that's why this is a win. So it's almost a push. I don't want to call it a win because it's very confusing. But that is what that is. Anyway, so Pittsburgh is going to be a loss for Seattle, which some reason it favored Seattle there. Because they've been streaking better, I guess. Yeah, that's why. All right, so that's the update. A lot of stuff happened. If you want to thank me for anything, you did well with this. I have a Cashapp. You can Cashapp to Kenstalk or PayPal me or whatever. You'll look in the description. I will be running around as usual all over the country having fun, but there'll be, preview snapshots always whenever anybody purchases the algorithms for the day. I will, get them up for everybody in the different Google Sheets that we have. This is a Google Sheet for hockey. There's a Google Sheet for college basketball. And I'll probably set one up for NBA as well because I think NBA can work very nicely with that as well. So, all right, good luck. Hope everybody's picks won on Monday. Good luck, and we'll see you again tomorrow.